And we're back for explosions.
It's more explosions than if you were watching Konosuba.
Alan Wake as directed by Michael Bay.
And then Taken just literally showing up out of nowhere. But okay, what if I just used all my flares?
I like how it just bounces off of your head.
What's he gonna do? Get me brain damage?
Blow up the car. Come on, do it!
It can't actually blow up. I don't think it can anyway. You could launch it.
I'll take it. Take that, Christine!
Dude, come on. With the throwing stuff. That is what I think of that. That is how the Alex do. Dude, fucking come on, guys.
Ow!
You're still here? It's over. Go home. It's down to the wire.
I think I had a little bit too much caffeine today. I'm really wired.
I actually liked how they did this. You have to make wires to connect shit to the generator.
That is pretty clever. I like that. That's good. That's good game design.
There was no power to the log lift.
Don't think I don't see you there, dude. There's your freebie.
Did you look away from the screen for a minute? Or?
I think I did. Either that, I took a bite of something, cookie or whatever.
And then suddenly, axe to the face.
One of those superior, what are those? What brand are those? Jimmy's cookies?
I think so. Yeah. Probably.
Unlike the festival ones, which I did not like at all.
I thought they were pretty good, but I like things that people seem to hate for some reason.
They tasted kind of like... kind of barfy, I guess, you could say. They like this disgusting aftertaste.
It doesn't always aftertaste. Evidently, I like cookies that you hate. I like sugar-free cheesecake that my wife despises.
Well, I don't even like cheesecake, so... Cake is not what I think of when I think of the word cheese. Meanwhile, I just like the video games that everybody else doesn't like. Which ones, you might ask? The answer is, well, basically all of them. Transport your wood.
Yep, my wood is so big I need a hoist for it, too.
It fits. A little tighter on the crotch, though.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
I like how that was like a double joke. Yeah, so those
The part of you that is in control is in the cabin, dreaming and insanely.
I don't think I like that.
You represent a part of our company's capable of rational plan, which is why I'm talking to you.
instead of him.
Wait, are you telling me I'm not real?
You're as real as anything else in this place.
That's
so there are two of me?
Yes.
And the one you called Mr. Scratch, he's me as well?
No.
Dun dun
Zane, are
dun.
you playing some kind of game with me?
I am not the author of your story.
That's Sam
You say
Lake.
that when you wrote that page about me and the clicker. It wasn't one of my pages. You directed me to it. You had Weaver guard it.
Yes, she believed in you. And you needed the clicker. I didn't know.
Anyway,
What?
I gotta go.
I don't understand.
Alan, you should keep going.
Zane?
Don't worry about it.
Come on!
Don't worry about useless things.
Well, that cleared things up.
I think that's a little, like, hand-wavy backpedaling a bit, maybe, by the writers.
Well, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, you wrote a page about a kid finding the clicker who would grow up to become a writer that would, well, be the one to defeat the Dark Presence, but then you write yourself out of existence. Like, the question is how much of it Zane planned in advance.
I think that's kind of what they're trying to...
Sidestep?
Sidestep? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They're trying to sidestep that by putting it into question. Because the way the game framed it originally, it seemed like Thomas Zane was the author of this whole fucking thing. And in this, they're having Zane say, well, I wasn't really responsible for that. It's kind of a thing. Why don't you just keep going? Don't worry about it.
So maybe it was like... It was during that period where he's just like, shit, I gotta do something to fix this. And then he kind of like wrote only that part. And then he decided to be like, well, the Dark Presence is still here, so I guess I'll sink my cabin.
Maybe.
Perhaps more pressing concerns came up, and it's like, well, that's as far as I got. Ah, get fucked.
Ow. I mean, that backfired a little bit, but...
Physics.
It could also be that Alan learned of Thomas Zane...
And then he retconned his own life.
Yes. He retconned the thing with the page that Thomas Zane wrote. So, he wrote that Zane wrote the page. Therefore, Zane wrote the page.
It was heralding the enemy's arrival. Wait, wouldn't leave this place alive.
Flashbangs. I don't need that.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Bye-bye. I like your raincoat. Bye-bye.
This is another good bit of game design. If you just go around burning all these words into existence willy-nilly, you're gonna fuck yourself over hardcore.
And then there's this one guy.
And then there's this... I kind of wish you'd use the Mario Brothers 2 death noise there.
And I feel like I've used that too much, seeing as how I used it literally every time I died in a Destiny video. And there's no shortages of me dying in PvP.
A moment. I can help you here.
So are we gonna revisit the previous conversation? Whoa, whoa! Look at me, I'm helping you. Can't talk, helping.
How the hell are you doing that?
It's like learning to control your dreams. There's a connection.
You were in my dream.
Yes. I taught you. You fixed the foolish mistake I made with Barbara.
Anyway, gotta go.
We'll continue this conversation never.
Alan's just wasn't approaching it from the right angle. Knowing how I work, I'd be like, and then the dark presence had a really touching redemption arc. It was nice. I saw her boobs.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
We settled down somewhere in the country, away from the fucking lake. It was pretty nice. And then, like, every other like classic JRPG would be like, and then I died like in between this and the sequel because, well, whatever, I guess.
Did you edit out a death here or something?
No.
Just
I
cut
just-
all of a sudden.
Probably did that hiccup thing. Honestly, the only way you could really die at this point is to, like, intentionally fall.
Or intentionally let them bash your head in. That still seems like a perfectly valid means of dying.
Not with that many flares. Show us your tits. Just pretend it's like one giant glowy nipple.
Awesome rack on her, though.
Oh, true that. And then there was birds, and then they flew headlong into the light.
That no pickle pea! That no pepperon!
And the matter was, well, resolved. Goodbye.
Yeah, that works. They're gonna fly right into the spotlight.
Can you guys just, like, stop?
Have you tried not being video game antagonists?
Look at all these lights. Like, I swear there was something in this DLC, like some little like Easter egg thing. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Something to do with a typewriter. I think it was for the big typewriter part.
Wake ran for the light. It was pointless.
Oh,
He would
not
never
this again.
reach it. His life would be snuffed out just as easily as the very thing he thought would save him.
I mean, the lighthouse is just a
Even with the
giant
light gone, all I could do
revolving
was keep
light.
going.
Basically.
Rock.
Rock on.
Also, what Taken came with it. New and improved rock, now with free Taken.
Of course.
I do.
I do.
I'm so glad you decided to come back to me.
I should have done that from the start. I was so stupid.
Water under the bridge. You're here now. That's all that matters.
Thanks for putting up with me, Doctor. I don't deserve it.
This part would suck, however.
Since we're being so frank here, Alan, and let me just reiterate how happy I am that you've had this breakthrough, I would like to summarize your condition.
By all means.
And please, just let me know if you think I'm being unfair.
All right.
Well, let's start with the obvious. The car crash. Untreated head trauma. All due respect to Doc Nelson, but he's hardly a neurosurgeon. I think that the injury has affected you more than you realize.
Yeah, I have had bad headaches.
Then
What with
there's your
the
history of
vaguely
substance
treated head
abuse,
trauma.
which, combined with
Yeah.
your chronic insomnia, has resulted in hallucinations and extremely poor impulse control. That's a dangerous combination, one which your wife has unfortunately had to suffer.
What
from.
substance abuse it right now, though?
I know. I know she has.
I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that you are existing in a state of all-encompassing denial. Your vivid
Not just a
fantasy
river in
casts you
Egypt
as a
anymore.
heroic victim and allows you to skirt responsibility for your own actions. It allows you to solve your imaginary problems and dismiss the things that truly trouble you. In your self-serving delusions, your personal problems are
This is
assets
getting a
that
little bit
allow you
real
to
for me.
save Alice, perhaps even the world.
Kinda, sorta.
Dr. Hartman, I think that's spot on. I can't argue with any of that.
Well, I'm sure I'm stating the obvious. I don't want to labor the point, but, well,
No, I understand. It's important that I face it.
precisely, Alan. You've put so much effort.
When did
and
this become
imagination
Silent
into
Hill? Seriously.
self-deception, but what good has it really done for you? You refused my offer of help, and here you are. Did being so obdurate really get you to a better place?
No.
Also, did you have to use that
And
word?
did it really
Who uses
help
that word,
Alice?
obdurate?
Was this really the best thing for your wife?
And it's certainly not one you hear often.
Probably not. Why don't you find out?
Are we done now?
No, I've been talking with her. There's something she wanted you to hear.
Oh, hey. That sounds like fun.
Spoilers, it's not gonna be fun.
Like, can we leave now?
All I ever wanted was to help you, Alan. I ate all the shit you handed out and tried to understand your pathetic, wealthy white male drama until my life consisted of managing your never-ending crisis. I hate
You got married, in other
childish
words.
temper and the arrogance and self-indulgent pride that undermine all efforts to drag you out of the hole you insisted on digging for yourself. I hate you for leaving me in the dark with that insane monster bitch. All you had to do was act like a loving human being for once in your life and stay with me. If your
I think that would have been the point where it's like,
more
wait,
important
hold
than
on.
making sure I was all right, she would never have taken me. I don't know where you went, but that's okay. I don't
Okay,
wanna
remember the
know.
part when
I
this
don't
was
think I'll
supposed to
ever
be a
be all right. The only
delusion?
thing that keeps me from killing myself is the hope that I'll never see you again.
Harsh.
Ouch.
I just can't argue with that. I think I
Except
should
for
stay
the
here before I
part
ruin
where-
what life she has left.
I think this is a breakthrough, Alan. I'm really very proud of you.
What if we had that big glaring plot hole about, the dark presence being her real thing? Aw. But no, really,
It
that's
was
like
nonsense.
the
I
big
knew I'd saved
inconsistency.
her. I'd succeeded in that, and that was all that mattered. What I heard in there wasn't the truth. It was just another toxic mirage. It cut deep, but that made me all the more determined to force myself to snap out of it. I didn't want to be that guy anymore. I had to make myself see the light.
I had to go be the guy.
I had to go be the guy that Mr. Rogers knew I could be.
I think that's probably about the point where I'd be like, hey, dude, remember the part where we were saying right at the start? Yeah, this is all a magical delusion because you hit your head and you're hallucinating. And then we acknowledge that this stuff was real? It's like you may want to fix that in post, but your story has some holes. Bye-bye, light batteries, lithium batteries. And something else, some kind of ammo.
Yes, I forgot the batteries in the DLC weren't Energizer branded. They were generics.
The license ran out.
Yes. As it did with the music, which is why you can't buy this game anymore.
Either that or they're just like, well, we don't want to pay Energizer for the licensing anymore.
Or that, but yeah.
Wow, excuse you?
It only keeps going until our advertising budget runs out.
But what if Flare? And then I booked it.
Haha, booked it.
And then I turned and fought, because I had space to do so.
I was thinking of book it, and then I remembered book it and getting free pizzas from Pizza Hut all the time.
Wasn't it like one of those personal pan things?
Yes. Granted, I know you could eat 3 of those and still be hungry.
I heard something approaching, so I just used the flare.
Yeah, that was probably wise. You've taken enough hammers to the face in this episode, I think. Okay, could you stop with the Darth Vader thing?
Well
I mean,
done.
he is in a breathing suit.
You have come far, but
Diving
there's
suit.
still a little further to go. You must take full control of your own mind. Reject all of the fantasies you have constructed.
Yeah, well, I think I can do that.
Like you?
A lot of the stuff I've seen here is personal and ugly as hell. I'll admit it hurts, but it's not fooling me. I know it's fake.
Good. You are aware. The part of you bent on self-destruction is not. But you must be careful. Just because you know the lies for what they are, that doesn't make the danger any less real.
I'll make it. I don't have any choice.
Other you could be up there, watching you, with the sniper rifle
I
right
cannot
now.
come any further, but this will help you on your way.
Thanks. Yes.
Fortunately, I'd be able to call myself on my own bullshit there. It's like, what if he was up there aiming at you right now? I'd be like, I'm safe because I know I can't hold a rifle to save my
I know
life.
how your mind works. You screw up, then you start analyzing it, and before you know it, you start writing all these horror stories in your head. Don't you?
Come on, I
Getting
don't...
real.
Yes, you do. I know how it goes. You're a complete failure. I hate you and I'll never forgive you for whatever it was that you did. Am I wrong?
Oh, man.
No.
See?
Yes.
I know you. But Alan, it's all in your head. It is. I love you.
Except for, you know, the bottom of the lake.
That was not, well, it was not entirely, it was like 50% Alan's fault, okay? It was like, he was not the mastermind behind that whole thing. God damn it, me. Shut your trap for 2 fucking minutes, please.
Sheer numbers, he says, but then I drop the flare. Like, whatever. Bye-bye.
Oh. Right.
Go gently into the light. I don't know, I still think, well, the entire plot isn't really Alan's fault at all. I mean, the only part that was his fault was leaving her in the cabin, but it's not like he knew the power was going to go out.
Well, no.
Bye-bye.
He was being a jerk, sure, but no, it was not malice on his part that started this whole fucking mess.
That was his wife that started it. Bye.
It wasn't malice on his wife's part that started this whole fucking mess.
Path to hell, good intentions, etc. Although you gotta wonder, at what point would you think, maybe I'll have me and my husband will go on this romantic getaway, under the pretense of it being a romantic getaway, and then surprise, I'll drop this, hey, here's a typewriter so you can write, bomb on him.
Well, she kinda got taken in by what's-his-name? Hartman.
Emo. The world of Nier is not the only world that Emo destroys. Come on, it will be fine if he came out here. Nope. Flare. Flare.
Okay.
Arrow. Cinematic flare. Cool guys don't look at the explosions.
No, cool guys look directly into the lighthouse beam.
Nope.
Oh, come on, that totally hit him.
Not enough. That
Oh.
one did, though.
Yeah, there we go.
All this tweed wearing me down.
It's finally starting to feel it. After like a week solid of running around.
Guys, come on, really. Nope. You can take your ranger hat and go bug Yogi Bear. What if we just gave you the satisfaction of watching a lot of things die at once? I like it. I'm all about it.
This is a pretty neat scene, but it kind of goes on a little bit long. And I could do without the dramatic stinger every time more take it and spawn in. And that gets kind of old after the 17th time or so.
See, there it is. And then Alex got to the point where he had to do all the padding. There was enemies everywhere.
Yeah.
Go, go, go! I will destroy you.
The lighthouse. I was relieved to have made it here, but I wasn't sure what was going to happen now.
Things and stuff.
Well, I was going to go through the door, and it always begins with the lighthouse.
Live in a lighthouse converted to an apartment. Sounds like a pretty cool pad.
Zane had left me. I wasn't sure what the dark presence had done to him if he couldn't follow, but from now on, I was on my own. Still, he had gotten me this far. I would never have made it by myself. This thing was going to end. It wouldn't be long now.
Maybe, I guess. Nothing in the lighthouse other than lights and me.
Well, there certainly don't seem to be any television sets.
And then Alex had to climb stairs. There was a lot of them. It was very tiring. Oh. There were ladders. What the fuck? Oh, well.
Convenient.
And then he was at the cabin.
Scenery, but not much. I was starting to understand the symbolism.
There wasn't
The
any.
dark place flow.
I just did it because it looked cool.
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Bridge to Terabithia?
God damn it, why do I have to make everything so fucking difficult on myself?
And then I had a phallic reference there. Anyway, next time on Radical Bromance, the end of the game.